There is so much I feel that we can all learn from high level and elite runners, like when Mary recently trained like Philly Bowden for a week and loved it. So I decided it was my turn and I got in contact with my buddy Dan Mapp. Dan is a sub 15 minute 5k runner and he's training for a 68 minute half marathon. And you might remember Dan because he's been on the channel a couple of times before, but excitingly he now has his own channel, so go check him out and make sure you get subscribed. It was my turn to train like a high level athlete for a week and I definitely learned a lot to share with you to improve your own training and mindset. Dan, you legend, how's it going?
Yeah, it's great, thank you, Ben. Yeah, it's all good. So just early days, early morning, 7 a.m.
Yeah, you've got up early, but I really appreciate you chatting with me. All right, go on. I'll tell you what. Hit me with it. What are we looking at for the week?
So first of all, it's a bit of half marathon training. Is the first thing to say. So my week starts on a Monday, so we got a 45-minute easy, nice and chilled, nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Because we're building back from injury, or I am a little bit, and I know you are as well. It might help you. So Tuesday, 60 minutes easy, and then we've got our first session of the week, which is Wednesday. We got 5 times 7 minutes, and for me that's about 5:20-ish per a mile. Thursday we've got a bit of a rest day, bit of a chill out day, and relax, put your feet up. I tend to not do anything at all on that day, as much as I can anyway. No cross training, no strength or anything, just relax up as much as I can. Friday, nice and easy again, nice and chilled. Lots of like aerobic endurance here, so there's only 2 sessions and lots of easy running between it. And Saturday we got 3 times 15 minutes. All right, big session. In between the 15 minutes, you've got 4 minutes easy recovery in between, and that is just below threshold of 15 minutes. Right. All right, so for me again, that's about 5:25-ish, something like that. Mm-hmm. Right. And then Sunday we got 60 minutes. 60 to 75 minutes easy, but the big sessions this week are on the Wednesday and the Saturday.
Perfect. Okay, that's exciting to me, and it's exciting to try some different stuff as well without going into huge super detail. But how would you later in the block pivot towards adding some 5k speed? What might you tweak in the week? Yeah,
so I mean, obviously this week is quite like a lot of aerobic endurance. There's a lot of base work there. So the bigger I always say the bigger the base you can put down, basically the taller the pyramid will go. So the bigger the base I put down, and then I'm going to get to about halfway stage of the pyramid, and then this is the point I'm going to start putting some like faster stuff down, such as 12 times 400 meters off of 60 seconds. It might be 6 times or 8 times 800 meters off of 60 seconds. So a lot of the long stuff, so for instance the 3 times 15 minutes will pretty much go to the background, and then the fast twitch fiber stuff will come to the forefront.
I'm going to give it a go then.
Yeah, good luck then.
Yeah, thanks buddy. I'll speak to you soon. Wish me luck. Oh, you already did. Yeah, just did. Oh man, I love talking to Dan, and I always get so buzzy after I've spoken to good runners or people that are willing to help me or expand my knowledge base and help me pass it on to you as well. And that's exactly what this has done. So I think I've got some good ideas of how we're going to execute the week. Now I'm going to change my week slightly different in terms of what Dan's is, and I'll give you the reasoning. Is I can't run back-to-back run days, not currently anyway, and that's my long-term aim, but just coming back from injury. So what I'm going to do is Mary is going to do the easy base run on the Monday. Dan's easy base run on a Tuesday is going to be my progression session, because I'm also this week doing a collaboration with Andy and Ben for the jog squad, and so I have a session in there already, and I usually do my progressions on a Tuesday, or my intervals on a Tuesday anyway, so I'll put that in there. And then on Wednesday I'm going to cross train for the reason that again I can't back-to-back run day. On Thursday I will do the easy 45, but because I'm now training for the UTMB, I'm going to just pump up the incline on my treadmill to as high as possible and crunch it out for 45 minutes, but still try to keep it easy. Friday I am going to have rest day, so we usually rest on a Friday. And all I'm going to do is switch the sessions from what Dan is doing at the weekend. So on Saturday, he's got his long session with the efforts, and we're going to put that on the Sunday. And again, Mary's going to do the Saturday session because I can't do back-to-back run days. So I'm really excited. Let's start with Monday.
Good way to start the week. Hi! Monday night, easy run. Happy with this. It's a good way to start the week. You might have seen recently that I did my week like Philly, which is one of my best weeks of training ever. And it was amazing just to, whilst I couldn't quite match what Philly does, it was amazing to see what a week looks like for a top level athlete, and it's really good to see that for Dan this week. So I'm really excited, and because life is a bit hectic at the moment, we're going to be splitting it, and it gives us access and insight into an amazing runner's world, but also means we can hopefully just about cope.
On Tuesday, my progression session was 6 kilometre repeats, so different to Dan's, and I'll link the video above. It was 2 kilometres at marathon pace, 2 at 10 kilometre pace, and 2 at 3 kilometre pace. Pretty grim, but worth it.
Good morning, everyone. What a day it is here in North Devon. It is the start of the week, and I'm going to go out and do my first couple of runs. So yesterday was Monday. I done 45 minutes, just nice and easy, nothing too crazy. Today I've got an hour, 60 minutes. And then Wednesday, I've got a session tomorrow. So again, I don't want to go too hard today, just because I want to keep the legs nice and fresh and taking over. Very hot week, very, very hot here today. Wall-to-wall sunshine, and yeah, I'm feeling quite good.
On Wednesday, I took the opportunity to cross-train with an 1800 metre swim for about 40 minutes because I can't back-to-back run day yet.
But we are here in Bideford, and I'm about to go in, knock out some running, some reps. 5 times 7 minutes at 5:20s per mile pace coming up. That was a tale of two halves. 5 times 7 minutes at 5:20s done. Didn't go exactly to plan. I hit about 5:27s, 5:28s. It's really struggled to get my legs moving today. Sometimes you just find yourself just struggling to tick along. My cardio felt fine, it was just all to do with my legs. So anyway, that session's done. I can chill out, go grab a protein shake, and then carry on from there.
Okay, this is my version of Dan's Easy. What I have to do, I have to change this plan a little bit. It's still the same, in essence, run. This is going to be an easy run, but I have to think like I'm preparing already for UTMB, which is 6 months away, but there's no elevation near where we live in Bangkok. So I am essentially going to just crank up the treadmill to as high an inclination as possible and just walk run for the next 45 or so minutes. Dan's is 60 minutes easy. I'm taking it down to 45 because I'm old, my legs can't handle as much as Dan's, and also I'm cranking up the inclination. But that's my thinking. How it actually goes, who knows? You know what is really dawning on me, and I'm hoping it's dawning on you too by watching this, is just how genuinely simple, and that is not to underplay what Dan does, or indeed any of the people that I've copied and tried their training does, but how genuinely simple the sessions are. Where the benefit is and where the magic is for people like Dan, if you watch the Philly Bowden one where Mary trained like Philly, it's the consistency. It's being able to do it week in, week out, without changing too much and just tweaking and building gradually. And obviously, where Dan and Philly and people like that do really well is they have the bodies that can do it. Now, undoubtedly, I'm an old person, so I can't quite do the same thing, but I just love the fact that there's nothing frightening in any of their weeks. It's more that it's just put the work in, put the volume in, and trust in the long-term process, and I'm just a huge fan of that. You know what? In a bizarre twist, I really enjoyed that. That was like 45 minutes of running uphill, and maybe it's because I haven't done it for a long time, but man, I love that. I'm already looking forward to next week. It's just like building that kind of incline decline into my legs. Amazing. Oh, Jesse's getting excited out there. I better go, but what a buzz.
3.4 mile down, averaging 7 or 8 per mile, nice and chilled. 25 minutes gone, 20 to go. Easy Thursday, easy Friday even. Get my days all mixed up. Easy Friday. Another run done. 45 minutes easy on Friday. Some runs are supposed to be easy, and they are easy, but you feel absolutely terrible, and that was one of those runs. Felt really leggy today. Sometimes after a day off, I do feel a little bit tired and a little bit leggy. I'm not sure if you guys are the same, but I think sometimes when you get out that routine, you haven't ran, your body's expecting to run, but it doesn't run, and then next day you're feeling pretty groggy for it. So anyway, 45 minutes easy, and we actually done 7.12 per mile pace, and then 6 mile bang on distance, so it's nice and chilled, nothing too crazy. And tomorrow is, like I say, the big day. This is the big session of the week. Friday done.
Saturday morning, and I'm out for my 3rd one out of 4 this week, so I'm pretty happy with that. It's been a busy week work-wise, but I'm glad I've managed to fit it in, and it's always good to be accountable and have a real focus week to week, so it's good to have Dan for that. And I think, you know, following Dan and Philly's plan to some extent just makes me realise how consistent these guys are. Running at that level requires absolute commitment and prioritising your running and getting all those sessions in every week.
I think it's experience and knowing your body is key to these challenges, and actually in terms of general training. And I wanted you to see what someone who can run sub 15 minutes for 5k and aiming for 68 minutes for a half marathon, like what they go through in an average week. But also I wanted you to be able to see what you could do with that information if you can't put that volume or intensity of training in. And over the years, this is very close up, sorry, but over the years I've kind of made my peace with the fact that I probably won't be able to put the volumes that these runners can into my training. GB 800 metre runner Elliot Giles said that he's a low mileage athlete, and what I think he means by that is that in comparison to many other athletes, particularly runners that put lots of mileage in a week, he puts in relatively low mileage and supplements it with cross training like the elliptical, like the bike, like swimming, and it just means that he can put the high quality into the sessions that he does run and still maintain an extremely high level. I mean, he's elite, he's one of the best in the world, so that's where I've made my peace, is obviously nowhere near that level, but for my level I think I can squeeze the juice out of my running better by supplementing it with cross training. I might be able to build up to a little bit more volume, but I'll never be able to put big volumes in, and I'm okay with that, and you need to be okay with that too if that's something you've discovered with your training. We're up at 6 AM. Well, we were up at 5:30 AM to run at 6 AM to get this done.
Beat the weather.
This is gonna hurt so bad with this temperature. Well, suck it up, get cracking, eh? Okay, we're doing slightly different to Dan, because Mary, what are you training for?
I'm training for a marathon, Bangkok marathon.
And I'm training for a 100-kilometre trail race, so we don't quite need the same level of speed as Dan. So we're going to keep with the ethos of the session, but just dial it down a bit. We're going to do, our long run is supposed to be about 18 kilometres today, and within that long run we're going to intersperse it with efforts for 10 minutes at kind of half marathon race pace, so still quite punchy in this weather, and then 2 minutes at even harder than that, and we're going to do that 3 times. So that's 36 minutes of harder running within our longer run. So this is the start of where we're going from for our efforts, right?
Yeah, warm up done.
Warm up done.
And there's our track.
This is the river that we run along. So we're going to do some dynamic stretching, get the first set done. Let's do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we had to reset because we just ran past 2 puppies who were a bit rambunctious. Okay, here we go again. Okay. Me too. That's the first interval done. Gotta be honest, it felt a bit punchy towards the end. The first 2 kilometres were 4-minute kilometres, and then I tried to up it to 3:45s, which was fine and manageable. I don't know how it'll feel on the last repeat, but on that one, could do it. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting morning.
Just finished my first set. Actually really enjoyed it. I think it's a great way to break up long runs. Managed to hit the paces. Little recovery now, and then I'm going in for 2 and 3. So fingers crossed it remains positive.
Oh, that one was way harder. Just to keep, I mean, my heart rate, no chance of keeping it down, so I just had to run at the pace rather than the heart rate and grin and bear it really. But that was harder, so the third is going to be pretty grim, I would expect. But I'd expect nothing less. Thanks, Dan. Look at that. Woo! As luck would have it, I was going that way, Mary was coming this way. We met in the middle pretty much at the end of both of our sets, right?
Yeah, I think I'm foaming at the mouth.
That was so hard. I mean, you're supposed to have a heartbeat in your head?
Apparently.
Yeah, me too. It's we're an hour in exactly. I've done 12.7 kilometres of pain.
I've done 11.55.
Nice, and we're just going to take a slow jog. The rest of the run is easy recovery back to base camp. And as we jogged back home and reflected on the week, our biggest takeaways were that high-level runners training is not to be feared. It's always simpler than you think, and it's anchored by consistency, good volume, and some key sessions. And what's awesome is that you can adapt them to suit your needs and level. Dan's secret isn't a secret. He's a great runner that grafts hard and stays motivated and consistent throughout the weeks, months, and years. And you can do that too. Ultimately, the aim of the video was to help you see how you can improve your training and give you the tools to do so. So I hope it's helped. And if you liked this video, you're definitely going to like this video where Mary trained like elite runner Philly Bowden for a week. You probably like the 9 hard truths of running, and you should definitely subscribe to Dan's channel right now. Go and give him a follow because I know there's going to be some good content coming. And I'll see you Wednesday.